and get my video up and running, and we'll get going. All right, is she working? Yeah, she's there. All right, good. All right, good morning, everybody. All right, so let's get started. A lot of good things that are moving this morning. Pot stocks are moving. It's unbelievable how they're moving again. There's something going on, but the funny part is they're not talking about it too much on TV yet. Maybe they're looking to legalize pot for the whole world. I don't know. Maybe they were talking about it at this G Summit meeting. What's going on with Ukraine and Russia? I don't know. But listen, TLRY has been having a really good move. It had a nice pop yesterday, and it also had a really, really nice pop today. You could see how that stock literally right around the, what is that, around 230? What an unbelievable run all the way up until the close. Now, some of you remember TLRY. We traded this stock back in the past. This stock last year was right around $7, ran about $70. It was such an unbelievable short squeeze and a great day trade. And remember, I always tell you, you want to be a good day trader. You want to be a good swing trader. You want to be a good investor. You have to learn how to day trade first, is because what happens in the day is what trickles into a swing. And if you want to be a good options trader, well, how the hell are you going to be a good option trader if you don't even know what the stock is doing? Okay, so there's so many stocks out there, and then it'll just lead you into saying, oh, wow, the stock does got some really good moves. So we're going to check that one out. But overall, we had a couple of nice little movers out here. I just want to update my level 4 on some of these stocks, TLRY. Just uploading it. All right, but let's talk about what's happening as of yesterday, what we did yesterday. A couple of interesting stocks that we did really, really well. I want to start off with CLF. Oops, typed in a wrong window. So CLF was just literally on a tear yesterday. From 9:30, it did not stop. I ended up getting a little late on that stock. I think I jumped in right around here after we got about 10 o'clock when we had this big push, because we were looking at other stocks. But what a nice little move. Even if you chase the stock from $30 to $31, look, the thing ran all the way up to around $32.40. And then it kind of had a little bit of a push going into the close, but you could see like most of the action was here in the morning. But the thing is, this stock not only is a day trade, okay, but it's been a phenomenal swing trade. Look at this stock. It was $18 just at the end of February. Look at it. It's breaking a 52-week high. I think, was it Morgan Stanley put a $44 price target on it or something like that. So stock is obviously CLF was a really, really nice day trade, and it trickled down into a little more of a swing trade. I'm going to keep an eye on my swing trade, CLF, but the stock has obviously been pretty well. Another stock I want to keep an eye on that did really well yesterday was the ALLG. That one was just a great, great short. You could see it ran from 21 all the way down to 15. That was a stock that we traded just a couple of days ago, ran from $9 to $23. Listen, whatever goes up that fast comes down twice as fast. Little tip of the day, just give everybody a heads up. Got to be careful on some of these new IPOs. When they go up that fast, that's when you really should be, be concerned not to say, oh, look how much money I'm making, because I was talking to a student yesterday. We were doing I was talking to a student, and I was mentioning to him that a lot of people made a lot of money, when the virus hit, and then all of a sudden we had that big rebound. And everyone's always bragging, oh, how much money I made. I did so great. Well, guess what? They lost it all. And not only did they lose it all, they lost more than they put into it, because they didn't know money management. They didn't know how to, first of all, they should have never made that much money, number one. And number two, and if they did, if they knew what they were doing, they probably should have only got half that and they would still have it. It's all about money management, So don't get too cocky. Don't get greedy. Remember, here at Cybertrade University, we're not cowboys. We don't teach you how to hit the grand slam home runs because you're going to strike out more than others. It's all about hitting base hits. I tell my students all the time, and everyone on YouTube, Facebook Live, I don't care if I scrutinize or not. I'm not a big trader. Okay, I don't want to be a big trader. Okay, because for me to be a big trader, I got to take big risks. And then unfortunately, what happens? You take a big risk. You're one trade away of blowing up your account. And that's what you have to look at it. And I'm just not that type of a trader. I know there's some out there, and I know people out there, but let me tell you, there's a far more people that hit big, blow up their accounts sooner than later. But a couple other stocks that moved pretty well yesterday that we're going to talk about. AMC was a really nice pop on the short and went right back up. That did pretty nicely. That will move pretty well. Intel, I mean, listen, we don't trade Intel, but you know what? Intel did really well. It had a $45 support level. You could see it clear as day right here on the long-term chart. This, if you saw that happening going back until November of last year, look, happened again this year. And the stock had a really nice pop, double bottom, boom, nice little pop right there. Listen, you could, if you knew how to day trade, you could have day trade that stock, and also it led into a nice swing trade, which very rare I trade Intel. I mean, it's a brand name. It's fast moving. We like to trade things a lot less expensive, like the TLRY, like the ACB, like very sometimes CLF, but those all work pretty well. AGRI, just want to bring that up also. That stock is going back on the watch list. Okay, so AGRI, I know some of you guys already been spitting it out already, but that thing just had a really, really nice pop just now. You could see it right there. It was good yesterday, and it just moved right now around 845, ran from 470 up to 570. Do I have it on my level 4? No, let me pop it over here. AGRI. Let's go hop over here and see what's going on. Gonna bring up my level 4 and see what's happening. Okay, so yeah, all right. So you had a really big iceberg order here. Not terrible. I mean, the red looks pretty bad, but it's about 7,000, about 10,000. He was there. He pulled his order, but you could see it. That looks like the guy chickened out. He got up to his number. He pulled his order right there. So you could see all that algorithm going on. But what a really nice trend of a mover stock right there. So we got a nice stock on AGRI, cheap, inexpensive. Tier size a little small right here, but you can see that stock, we traded it was at $2. Look, it's been doing really, really nicely. It's literally up almost over 200% in the past few weeks. So that one. Now, it also has warrants. Now, you see it has a W at the end. I'm not here to explain to you what a warrant is. We cover that in class. But warrants, depending on certain stocks, we've done really well with the DWAC because that has a warrant. You can see it right there. That has a warrant. And it also has actually 2 warrants. It was a Y also. Was it Y? It was, U. I spelled it wrong. It was a U. That one did pretty well. Everybody remember DWAY. That thing ran from $10 up to 140. Pretty cool warrant on that one. So what else we got going on? We're going to keep an eye on this stock right here, CLVR. It's on a little bit of a downtrend in pre-market. Looks like she's starting to pick up a little bit, but this stock took a very big hit from $12 all the way down here. One of the first days are up. You could see, we go back 2 days, you could see it kind of kicked in right into the after hours. So that one's moving pretty well. TLRY, we already know about that. I'm still waiting for them to talk about it. I'm not hearing too much news on all of them. TLRY, ACB are all in the same business, all cannabis. So you keep an eye on that one. I know there's a couple other ones out there we're going to put out there. And you know what? They actually just show up on the level 4. All right. FLGC. It looks like a tight spread. Good volume, up 13%. I don't like the spottiness here on the chart. But AGRI is testing that seller out there at 570. Just going to bring it up right there. You see it right here? Look, it just came back up a little bit. It's going to test him right there. He's not there anymore. Is he anywhere out there? Okay, there's a 22,000 share seller at 70. Where's TLRY? Let's check out this one. Just looking at level 4, we got 28,000 share buyer at 790. Wow, look at this one. This is pretty cool. 349,000 smackaroo shares looking to be bought at $7.50. You tell me an indicator tells you that, fellow traders. That is gorgeous. That's what I'm talking about. A big ass buyer. All right. So you know where to place your limit orders. CGC, this one looks pretty interesting. Took a very big hit from about 60. It's had a really nice push, like I said, from yesterday. Another growth company. Let me tell you, did you guys hear what happened with what Biden said when he? I don't know if you guys listen. Don't, if you like him or hate him, these politicians. including senators and other countries, could really move the market. Did everyone hear what he said regarding about the food shortage? Everybody hear about that? The food shortage he was talking about? He said it's coming. So I would keep an eye. He said, listen, U.S. and Canada, very big wheat producers. We got to find these. Be careful of those commodities. Once they spoke, these things spike like that. And listen, people say, they say, listen, if we go to war, what do you buy? You buy military stocks. You know what I mean? If we're going to do the Green New Deal, what do you buy? All EV stocks. When it comes official. So always keep an eye on that. Bill says, yep, that's how government gets overthrown. Well, listen, that's why a lot of people are getting into the trading business now. They always, they don't. I always tell everyone, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. All right. So you might like the guy you cook next to, you might can't stand him, whatever it is. But if this is your job and you're doing very well and you like it, you know what? You got it. You don't like what's coming across you, then get out of here. It's not for you. Trading's the same thing. This is our job. This is our deal. This is why people hate Wall Street, is because they make a lot of money. And unfortunately, people always blame them for it. No, that's just how the world operates. So these things are all public. You know what? You got to watch them. You got to keep an eye on them. That's why you get into this industry. So you got to keep very close ties of what they're talking about, because those little things happen. And if you didn't figure that out yet with oil, okay, and like I said, if you're an anti-oil person and hate oil, and it is what I told everyone about oil, that people that are hate oil, and after the Green New Deal, you know what I tell them? You should short oil. Just short it. Short it. You know what I mean? You should have shorted it last year. If you really hate it that much and you really don't like it, go out and short it. Yeah, let me know how that's working out for you now. Okay. But you know what? I know a lot of people that hate oil, but they bought it anyway because they saw what was happening. So you have to understand, if this is your job, you have to focus on what they're talking about, because it will affect your IRAs, it will affect your pensions, everything. So you got to be smart. On the New York Stock Exchange, honestly, I didn't see anything good. Everything looked pretty garbage to me. Everything looked spotty. Not really sold on that. TCAT was also a good stock yesterday. That's actually an NFT stock that we traded. This was pretty cool for some of you new here. This is another stock that was like, this thing ran from like $2. Everybody remember this thing? Hate NFTs? I still can't figure it out. I mean, I get it. I know about it. It's my industry, but I still can't, understand. It's like people don't know where to spend their money, So anyway, let's get ready for the market opens up. We got a couple of minutes. We got our list here. It's Friday. Don't get crazy. Friday afternoons are pretty good. I kind of like to take things a little bit easy on a Friday. And Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, we always know the best days. So let's not get too involved in what's going on. Sometimes the list is not that big, but we always know some things will pop up. Keep an eye on the news. Try to focus on certain stocks in those industries, and let's benefit from it. All right, guys? If I don't see you today, we'll be back here at 2:30 for everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live. Everyone in the Cyber Group room, as you know, we'll start commentating once the market opens up in 15 minutes. And like I said, if I don't see you, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Happy trading, everyone. Be safe.